Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and in this video we are taking the FlightSimFactory's A320 Pro set for the Honeycomb Bravo Throttle Quadrant and we're going to put it into action. I'm going to show you guys in the simulator what makes this fantastic product so fantastic. Stick around. If you are interested in any of my tutorial guides for Microsoft Flight Simulator, or simply interested in supporting the channel, consider joining me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides as well as any future guides that come down the road. Patreon link can be found in the description below. Alright folks, so as we said in the beginning of this video, we are taking the FlightSimFactory's A320 Pro series and putting it into the sim. Many of you had questions about how it operates and how it looks and feels, and so I figured we would do a demo video of the product in action. If you guys haven't checked out my in-depth review of the product, be sure to check out the link in the video that should be showing right now up on the screen or down in the description below. So, let's go ahead and get started. We are in the fly-by-wire A320 sitting on runway 11 left here in Tucson, Arizona, and I'm going to walk you guys through all of the different features of this amazing product. We have everything bound from the thrust reversers to the auto throttle disconnects, the flaps, and spoilers. So first, as you know, with the Airbus A320, you want to arm the spoilers. So we're going to lift up. You guys can see it in action there. Very simple, very smooth. We're going to set flaps 1 for takeoff. And we are going to be using a simple toga takeoff today, but you guys will be able to watch the detents roll through. Alright, now real quick before we get into flight, something I want to show you guys real quick is the thrust reverse handles. So the thrust reverse handles work as lockouts, just like they would in the real aircraft. So if we push them down, we can obviously move through the different throttle positions, but as we come down, it locks you and prevents you from going into the reverse position. Now, if you push hard enough, it's plastic, guys, obviously you're going to be able to shove your way through, but that's not the idea. So if you lift them up, you can then real quickly pop them down. There's reverse idle, and then you can go into full reverse. Now we obviously don't want to do that right now sitting on the line, but you guys got the gist. So it's a really, really slick process, a really, really awesome design, and just further enhancing this aircraft. So now let's go ahead and get configured for the rest of the flight and get on out of here. Okay, so feet are on the brake. Let's release that parking brake. And I'm going to slowly work through the detents. So coming out. There's our climb. And we don't have the aircraft fully configured. We're just doing a test flight here. Come on, rudders. Come on, rudders. Why is it taking so much rudder? Wow, that took a lot of rudder. I'm guessing we had a tailwind. Auto throttle. Let's go into heading mode. Flaps up. So I can't stress enough, the action on these is so comfortable. It's so nice. It feels so tight and so right. I really don't know how else to describe it, and that's what I was trying to say in my previous video. I really enjoy these beyond anything else that I've ever used. A lot of people will make the argument that, well, you know, the default ones work fine. Of course they work fine, but it all depends on what level of immersion you're going for. If you're looking for that true one-to-one feeling, these things are just absolutely fantastic. They really bring a sense of you're flying the real aircraft, because again, it doesn't feel sloppy. You're real tight. All the action is a really strong and dedicated and intentional push, especially when you increase the tension on the Bravo. All of the action between the detents, there's nothing sloppy about the detent. When it pops into the detent, it locks. Like it's a gradual thunk, you know, pull, and then boom, it just drops into its spot, and it's tight. Like you can't unintentionally put these out. I mean, you can see it's wiggling the whole desk. You know, you have to be very, very intentional about all the actions that you make with this particular product. It's fantastic. We're going to keep it right about 15,000 feet. And then we'll line back up for a visual approach here in a little bit. But so what we're going to do is we're going to take the aircraft on over into Phoenix. And when we get to Phoenix, we're going to bring it back in, and I'm going to show you guys everything from the spoiler action as we fly and we descend to slow the aircraft down. I'm going to show you guys once again setting up the aircraft for a full landing, and then you guys will get to see the thrust reversers in action as well, which is another amazing piece of this. The reason why the thrust reversers are so fantastic is because you actually have the thrust reverse idle. So you're first going to come down into the idle, and you're going to feel that detent. Then you're going to push back a little bit further, and you're going to feel the thrust reverse idle detent. And then you bring it all the way back down, and that's when you'll hear the engine spool into full reverse. So it's a really awesome feeling. It just gives you that really, I don't know how to describe it besides awesome. I know I use awesome a lot, but it really is that intentional and that immersion increasing experience from having a high quality set like this. So I will see you guys as we make our approach into Phoenix. Since the aircraft needs to slow down quickly, let's slow it down. Oops, wrong button. Let's go full spoilers. Alright, so we're at our altitude. Let's bring our spoilers back up. Alright, so we're starting our descent into Phoenix. Let's go flaps 1. We're going to go flaps 2 now. Bring our gear down. Arm the spoilers. Alright, we're getting the final moments. Slow down to our landing speed. Going for full flaps configuration. Alright, I'm about to disengage the autopilot. When we enter the thrust reversers, you guys can watch the engine gauges here. It's a little hard to show that on camera while flying it, but not that I can keep it on the runway anyway, but hey, I won't tell if you guys don't. And then when I'm ready, I'll disengage the auto throttle here. Auto throttle disengaged.
400. 400. 100 above.
There's the idle.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
There's reverse and full reverse. Reverse idle. And back to idle. Thrust reverser handles down. Spoilers disarmed. Flaps up. So just a real quick demo, guys, of the FlightSimFactory's A320 Pro Series set.
Again, the big highlights here are the spoiler action, the way it very smoothly and very accurately disengages and engages the spoiler arming, the action of the detents, how tight they are, how smooth they feel, how intentional they feel, and then of course just the overall aesthetically pleasing look of it on the Honeycomb Bravo Throttle Quadrant, and finally the 1-to-1 scale to the real aircraft. It makes a huge difference feeling a much larger size than the incredibly small ones that come with the Bravo. Highly recommend this set, you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Again, a link to this product and the developer's website so you can look at all of his products will be down in the description below. As always, folks, stay safe and healthy. I'll see you in the next one.